I'm Chris Fox, and let's talk about taking a boring space and making it interesting. Making content isn't easy. And that is something that a lot of content marketing agencies will tend to tell people, is that all you need to do is start creating and start making things. It isn't as easy as it sounds. And that's part of what I try to do with my consulting agency, is to help teach brands that there are ways to approach making content that can make it easier. But really what it comes down to is you need to understand the value in the content that you're creating. So let's talk about how to take a boring space or a boring subject and make it interesting. Here's a shot of a fairly, I wouldn't call it a boring space, but certainly not exciting and dynamic. It's not like we're cruising through Paris in this spot, or we're filming some epic rocket launch or anything like that. I mean, it's just a space. And here's that environment with a little content marketing put to it. There's more to this than just taking a boring environment and making it interesting. Many artists might credit part of what they do to the fact that they're able to do something like that. And there is something to be said. But really what it comes down to is visualizing that environment and trying to tell a story with it. When you're able to take a space and tell a story with that space, even if the thing that you're connecting to story-wise isn't directly related to that space, it really helps you develop some sort of understanding and passion for not just the subject, but also the environment that they're in. That's what content marketing is all about. It's about creating something that's interesting to an audience, probably and hopefully the audience that you're trying to reach, but then also connecting it with those other things that they're passionate about. So that if they're not directly interested in what you're doing or what you're trying to sell, they are at least peripherally interested, and it draws them in. So the real effort to making, say in this situation, a space more interesting is giving it character. And how you give it character is really where the art of content marketing comes in. Now, does that mean you can just throw any random character into an environment and make it more interesting? To some degree, yes, but you still need to have a connection with not only your character, but also the thing that you're trying to sell. So when all is said and done, the most important thing that you can do, especially if you think you have a boring product or a boring environment or whatever it might be that you think is just not worthy of creating content for, is realizing that it isn't. It isn't boring, and it is interesting to somebody out there. And the real key to that is presenting it the right way and then really developing better content through that. So if you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, because there's a lot more to explore when we start talking about not just content, but creativity in general.